Hello guys, today I wanted to talk about bad drivers. If you're a company owner, or you run a fleet, even if you're leased under someone but you run drivers under your company, we all experience time to time with drivers that are just bad actors in the industry. I know there's a lot of great drivers. There are very responsible drivers out there. And I have had a lot of good drivers in my company. And I'm telling you this out of most respect. I'm not here to disrespect anybody. This is an experience I had recently, and I wanted to share with you guys. And maybe from my experience, you can learn and make changes in your policies, and so this doesn't happen to you. So quickly I'm gonna go over what my company does for drivers. We provide good pay. We pay for the layover. If there's detention, we pay for the detention, and if there's extra pick or drop, we pay for that. And whenever the driver needs a home time, we try to make it our priority the driver gets there on time. And usually drivers tell us when they want to go out. And we also keep our unit maintained. Whenever I pay the driver, I would go under the truck. I look around on the trailer, I look at the tires, I look at the engine bay, I look at the oil level, I look at coolant level, I look at the power steering, I look for leaks, I look for air leaks, and it's basically a full-blown inspection when the truck comes to the yard. So this is what we do as a company, and we try to do loads that are one pick, one drop only. But when the freight market is down, we do like 2 pick, 1 drop sometime. But 90% of our business is 1 pick, 1 drop, because drivers like that, and we want to keep our drivers happy. Driver responsibility is to deliver the load on time, drive responsibly, and report any issues on the unit. I know I'm completing all their duties in 3 sentences. I know it's a hard job. It's a lot of hours that you have to drive. We are a long haul fleet. We go from Cali to Texas, but we do use the logbook to the T, meaning we don't use double logbook, stuff like that. So our main thing is that keeps our record clean, and also the driver is not drowsy behind the wheel. So this is what we do on our end, and these are the responsibility that we expect from drivers. Older drivers who got their license in 1990 or before that, they do check the majority of them know the trucks. They can tell when something is wrong. Lately, I've been seeing there's a very lack of understanding how the truck operates, meaning majority of the time the drivers won't open the hood to look at the fluids or anything like that. The hood stays shut. It's up to the company if they look around the unit. Otherwise, you don't get called till the truck breaks down. I know, like, I will, some of the people might get mad that I'm saying that, but there are other drivers that do take their time. But lately, the newer generation drivers, I'm not saying everyone, but ones that I have experienced, tend not to do pre-trip. Basically, they just click it on the ELD, that they done it, but they don't do it. I have had drivers that they do it, but the one driver I'm talking about didn't do it, and this is the reason why I'm going over this. So what happened recently? The truck was going down the road and it started making noise, and he called me that truck is making a noise. So I called my mechanic, and I usually work on my trucks, and he told me ask the driver to make a video of the engine bay so he can see what the truck exactly doing. So he sent a video. The mechanic said that the truck most likely have a head problem where the head valve issue, where the valve is stuck open. And he said he can, the truck was only 200 miles away. And so the mechanic said, I told him the trailer is loaded. He said it's better if he can drop off the trailer at a truck stop and bobtail back. And so we decided that he's going to come back 200 miles back and pick up another truck from the yard. So once he came to the yard, I called him. He said he's here. Then I told him where the keys are. He said, yeah, he got the key. After that conversation, he turned off his phone and never picked up the phone again. And he also left the, so I have a trailer now that's 200 miles away, that's loaded, and he's supposed to pick it up right away. So he left the cargo unattended. And he wasn't gonna go back to pick up the trailer and deliver the load. And he was the one who said he's going to pick up the load. So he picked up the load day before, and the next day he was going to deliver the load. So this is what happened to me. I never had a driver who had abandoned a load, who was actually on a load and abandoned the load. To me, that's a disgrace in your driving profession. We are professional drivers here. And to me, like, if you don't like the company, or if you got a call from someone who's paying higher than what your company is paying, it's a conversation you can have with the company without talking to the company, giving them any notice. You just abandon the truck, and you know you're the one who asked for the load, and you abandon the load. So this was my scenario. I was unable to send another driver to cover the load because everyone is out, and the driver refused to deliver the load, and he gave me no notice. I had to look in the paperwork and find his address and go there and to check up on him. First, I thought he had a medical emergency. Then, an hour later, I saw him walking around in the apartment. Then I approached him and talked to him. He says he don't feel like working for me no more, and he wants to work for someone else. And I told him I will pay him whatever rate he want. Just deliver the load, and after that, you don't have to see me again. And I asked him, what rate do you need? And he said he don't want to work for me. So this is what I as a company manager have to deal with. This is a driver. It's a very bad example of a driver who think putting someone else in trouble, it's no problem. When you ask for a load, you should be dedicated to deliver that load. And if you have no intent of delivering the load, why you even bother the company for a load? Please, truck drivers, truck owners, be aware of drivers that not acting in your best interest, and protect yourself. You know, freight fraud happens all the time. Like, I've been watching the trailer consistently. I have a tracker on it, and it is nerve-wracking that someone can do that. Yep. I hope this information helps you, and you guys have a good day. Please like, share, subscribe.